Hello everyone, I am Surbhi Mishra and today I am going to discuss about the case study which is based on effective listening. As in business communication till previous session, we have studied about listening, what is an effective listening, how can we improve our listening skills, what are the different types of listening, what was the entire process of listening. So now today, in this particular session, we'll be discussing about case study on effective listening, right? So let's start with the case studies. So I have taken here two small case studies, or we can also say there are two small caselets, which includes the customer-centric listening and the customer service satisfaction level by using effective listening skills. So here, the two companies have been taken into consideration. Number one is Zippos and number two is Starbucks. So let's start with Zippos first, which was focusing on customer-centric listening. Let's see what was the background, what challenge the Zippos came up with, and what solutions and impact they have after improving their listening skills. So, going to the background of the case study, uh, Zeppo is an online retailer renowned for its exceptional customer service, which exemplifies effective listening in its business operations, founded in 1999 and later acquired by Amazon. Zappos has maintained a strong commitment to customer satisfaction through unique approach to customer service. So now what here we can see is that Zeppo was founded in 1999 and later on it was acquired by the Amazon. So Zeppo is basically an online retailer renowned for its exceptional customer service, right? So we can say that Zeppo has maintained a very long-term commitment and a very strong commitment to its customers using unique approach to customer service. So as they were dealing into very effective listening skills, right? So let's see what challenge they came up with. As Zeppo grew, maintaining a high level of customer satisfaction became increasingly challenging. Now, what happened is, as the company was growing and they started having a huge client base, so what happened was they were not able to maintain that level of customer satisfaction service, and it has become challenging for them to maintain that particular standard of customer satisfaction. So the company faced many typical issues of rapid growth, such as maintaining personal touch with their customer interaction and addressing diverse customer needs. So, what challenge they came up with? The first was that as they were growing up, the company was expanding, they were having a huge number of client base. So, at having such a number of client base, they were not able to maintain that satisfaction level of their customers. And the company faced issues like of rapid growth, which also uh, act as barrier in maintaining a personal touch with their customers and addressing their diverse needs. So this was the problem. They were not able to address their customer needs and they were not able to interact with the customer as earlier they used to do. So let's see what solution they came up with and what impact they have after implementing those solutions. So let's start with the analysis first. So Zeppo's success in listening effectively to its customers can be attributed to several strategies. So what happened is just see what listening strategies they were using for its customers. Number one was customer service culture. Here, Zeppo built a culture centered around customer service excellence. Every employee, regardless of their role, is trained to prioritize the customer experience and listen actively to customer feedback. So, what Zeppo did, they created a customer service culture. And customer service culture, what happens there is they instructed all their employees to give the high priority to the customer service and to listen their feedback very effectively. And the secondary, the employees' role were kept on the second priority. The very first and the primary priority they gave was to the customer feedbacks and to prioritize the customer experience. They were focusing basically on customer satisfaction by providing them by catering their needs and by providing them good service. So what happened was the employees were engaged properly in prioritizing the customer's experience and listening actively to their feedbacks. The second approach which they came up with was holistic feedback mechanism. Now, holistic feedback mechanism, what does it mean? Beyond traditional customer service channels, Zeppo implemented various feedback mechanisms. First, they implemented the service culture. Now, the second point which is saying is they have came up with a number of feedback mechanisms, including customer surveys, social media monitoring, and direct interaction with the customer service representative. This allowed the company to capture diverse customer insights comprehensively. So, what they did, they were not only uh, dependent on the customer feedback from a single channel. Instead, they implemented various mechanisms. They implemented various channels to collect customer feedback so that they can get much more insight what customer think, what customer think of their product and service, what customer brand is the brand positioning is there in the mind of the customers or not. So this allowed to company to capture a very close, a very we can say diverse customer insights very comprehensively. So let's see the other strategy, empowerment of employee. So Zeppo, apart from these two, now the third comes is Zeppo empowers its customers to represent its customer service representatives to make decisions autonomously to resolve customer issues promptly. So what happened here was Zeppo also empowered its customer service representative. They instructed their customer service executives or representatives to make decision autonomously to resolve customer issues promptly. Right. So they were given the authority to take decision then and there only and to resolve the customer issue. This empowerment includes listening attentively to customer as the representative were instructed that now the power is being given to the representative. They were having that authority to take action and resolve the problems of the customer. Now the customer service representatives were much more engaged and involved in hearing the in listening attentively to customer concerns and understanding what their need is and what personalized service they want, right? So it not only engaged the employee, but not only engage the customer to give regular and proper response and feedback, but also empowered the employee by giving them the authority to resolve the issue then and there only without stretching it for too long, right? As if you stretch a problem, if you will not provide the solution, then you may lose your customer. Now, next comes is continuous improvement. The company continuously analyzes the customer feedback data to identify trends and areas for improvement. So what they did is the company continuously used to analyze, used to interpret the customer feedback and identify where they still have to improve. So this data-driven approach enables Zeppos to adapt its product, service, and policies based on customer preferences and expectations. So, what analysis we came up with? that they did the customer service culture. They also provided the different mechanisms to get customer insights. They empowered their employee, and they also uh, they were open for continuous improvement, right? So these were the analysis which we can see Zeppo did. Let's see what outcome they came up with. The Zeppo's commitment to effective listening was uh, the we can say the Zeppo's commitment to effective listening has few outcomes. Let's talk about it. The number one was high customer satisfaction. Obviously, as they were consistently collecting the customer feedback from different mechanisms, from social media, from customer survey, and from customer representative. So they developed a loyal customer. They developed a loyal base of customers, and they also appreciated the customers also appreciated the personalized attention and responsiveness, as they have maintained the customer service culture. So the customers were very happy, as they can experience the personalized attention and responses, right? So this enhanced the customer satisfaction, and their customers turned up into a loyal customer. Next comes strong brand reputation. The company's reputation for outstanding customer service and attentive listening has contributed for its strong brand image and competitive advantage in the retail industry. Why? Yes, because as the customers were very loyal, they were having the positive word of mouth. They were doing the brand advocacy of Zeppos. So it contributed to its very well brand image in the market. And also it was a very good, like Zeppo was a very good competitor, was a very good competition and threat to other retail, uh, we can say industry, or the other retail segments. So other outcome which they came up with, employee engagement. Like employee were also recognized equally, as they were being involved and authorized to take action. So they also feel recognized, and they also feel that yes, they are also getting the authority. They are also engaged equally. So they also felt a very high level of job satisfaction and engagement, which attributed to the company's emphasis on listening to both the employees and their customers, right? So Zeppo was equally listening towards its employees also, and towards its customers as well. So the effective listening was, we can say, was flowing throughout the organization, within as well as out of the organization, right? So the conclusion here we came up with is, Zeppo's case demonstrates how effective listening integrated into organizational culture and customer service practices. And it also resulted into customer loyalty, enhanced the brand position and the company's goodwill, and foster a positive work environment. By prioritizing customer feedback and empowering our employees, we and our empowering our employees, and also to listen them effectively, can respond the organization to accomplish their goals, to accomplish their objectives, and also to create a differentiation in the competitive market, right? So what we came to know about going through this case study is that we have to focus on customer service culture. Not only we have to focus on the customer's feedback, but we also have to take care of our employees' feedback as well. Why? Because they will only engage into their jobs properly and will give a high productivity. In turn, the organization will grow and will reach to the sustainable growth, right? So you have to focus on customer satisfaction, you have to focus on employee satisfaction, and you have to engage both customer as well as employee, so as to create a positive work environment throughout the organization, right? So this was the case letter of Zappos. Now we'll be studying the other case set based on effective listening. So now the other case study is based on Starbucks. Now here the Starbucks, let's see what Starbucks came up with. So the topic is here listening to customer feedback, right? So what happens is that as we can get it from the topic that Starbucks is listening to their customer feedbacks. Let's see what challenge they came up with and what analysis and strategies they implemented so that the outcome was very positive. So, studying the background of the case, Starbucks is a global coffee house chain and is known for its strong customer focus and commitment to deliver exceptional customer service. The company has integrated effective listening into its operations to maintain customer loyalty and drive business growth. So what the background is saying that Starbucks is, as everybody know, it's a very renowned and a global coffee house chain. And in India, it is the collaboration between Tata and Starbucks is done. And we can say that Starbucks focus on the customer commitment and to deliver them a very good service and provide them a very delightful customer experience. So this help them to effective listening and to do their operational work so as to maintain customer loyalty and to expand their business or to earn more profit from the market and to contribute to the business growth. So let's see what challenge they came up with. In the competitive coffee industry, in the competitive coffee industry, Starbucks faced challenges such as maintaining consistency across its global network of stores. So, what they did was they faced that there were the problem in maintaining the benchmark of the service. Like they were not able to maintain the particular standard. There were some, we can say, discrepancies in the performance level. So the consistency was not maintained. So it was the challenge for them as they were having the network of stores all around the globe and they were not able to the problem was adapting to the changing consumer preferences and ensuring the high level of customer satisfaction as they were having the stores across the globe and the taste and preferences of the consumers are different at different geographical locations. So they were not able to maintain the high level of customer satisfaction, and they were facing some issues, and they were not able to maintain consistency to the changing consumer preferences. So let's see what solutions they came up with. So in analysis, we can see Starbucks approach to effective listening came up with several strategy. Let's start discussing one by one. Number one is customer feedback channels. Starbucks actively solicits customer feedback through multiple channels, including in-store surveys, online feedback forms, social media platforms, and direct interaction with the baristas. These channels allow the company to capture a wide range of customer insights and sentiments. So again, what they did, they also captured all the possible mechanism to gather the customer insights, to gather the customer feedbacks, and so that they can analyze them and see where they can improve. So what they used the multiple channels. For example, they came up with store surveys, in-store surveys, the online feedback forms, social media platforms, and direct interaction with the coffee outlet managers or the baristas. Right. So this helped them to capture a wide range of customer feedback and also know what their sentiments and what their preferences were. Now coming to the data analytics, let's see the company employees. The other thing was first strategy was customer feedback channels. They increased the channels. They capture almost most possible channels from where they can get more insights and the preferences of the customer. And the next strategy which they came up with was data analytics. So data analytics, what they do is the company employs advanced data analytics tools to analyze customer feedback in real time. So what they did was they used the data analytics tools, which was advanced tools, and what they do was they analyze the customer feedback in particular running time, right? So by identifying the trends and patterns in customer preferences and complaints, Starbucks now, as they are using the advanced tools, so they can quickly respond to issue and make informed decisions about product offerings and store operations. So they did that. Data analytics helped them to analyze all the possible customer preferences in a very quick mode, and this also helped them to respond quickly and also improve the decisions about product offering and their store operations, that where they are lacking, what service they are lacking in, is the employee behavior coming as a barrier, or their product offering is not good. So whatsoever was the feedback, they were working on it so as to know where to improve more. Next is employee training. So after like using multiple channels and using data analytics, now the third came is employee training. So Starbucks invests in comprehensive training programs for its employees, emphasizing the importance of active listening and empathy in customer interactions. Baristas are encouraged to engage with customers, listen attentively to their orders and feedback, and also provide personalized service. So, what happened here is the Starbucks gave training to their employees so as they emphasize on the importance of active listening and empathize in customer interaction. So, what they did, they trained their employee, they imparted the training to their employees so as to listen effectively to the customer's feedback, and they ensured that the employees must be an active listener. Right. And they also engaged baristas, they encouraged baristas to engage with customers, listen attentively to their orders and feedback, and provide personalized service. So they encourage the people there, barista, which listen to the orders of their customers. We can say the service manager or the service executive over there, or we basically can say stewards. When we talk about coffee shops, we use the term barista. So they used to engage customer. They were instructed to engage customers, listen to their orders very attentively, and provide personalized service, right? And must they also ensure what feedback they are getting from their customers. So next came the responsive action. Based on customer feedback, their Starbucks started to implement change and improvement across its stores and products. So this responsiveness demonstrates to customers that their voices are heard and valued. And so it also enhanced the overall satisfaction and loyalty. So we can say that giving the using the proper multiple channels, so using the advanced data tools, using employee giving training to their employees, and responding to the customers' feedback help them to be a more effective listener, and in return they came up with more customer loyalty, they came up with good customer base and a good success in the market. So let's see what outcome they came up with. So Starbucks gained uh, to some positive outcomes, which the strategies which they have implemented resulted into possible and very positive outcomes. Number one was improved customer satisfaction. That means by listening to customer feedback and addressing concerns promptly, Starbucks has maintained high level of customer satisfaction, right? So as the customer were, as the Starbucks was using multiple channels, so they were able to get more insight, they were able to get more information about what customer is preferring, what are their taste and preferences, what needs they want to get fulfilled from our products and offerings. So this also improved the customer satisfaction, as Starbucks has maintained high level of customer satisfaction by addressing their addressing their queries or addressing to their issues very promptly, right? And it also reported in good word of mouth, or we can say positive word of mouth. Here, word of mouth is an advertising strategy. Like if a customer comes to an outlet and then if he gets a very good service or she gets very good service, they in turn advertise it by saying that yes, this particular outlet is having very good service, and they used to advertise it to their 10 other friends. So this strategy is known as word of mouth, passing on the information, right? By having a good or bad experience, whatever it is. So if you will be having a good customer will be having a good experience, he will float a positive word of mouth, and vice versa, right? Next is innovative offerings. The company has introduced new products and initiatives based on consumer preferences, such as plant based menu options, mobile ordering capabilities, which have resonated well with consumers, right? So they came up with innovative offerings. So we can say that customer felt that yes, we are being heard, our suggestions are being valued. So they felt more engaged, they felt more associated, and became a loyal customer because they what suggestions, what recommendations they gave to Starbucks. Starbucks has worked on it, and they initiated the new product offering us methodology by using menu options, which was totally plant based, and by ordering the service using mobile. So, which in turn has resonated well with the customer. Customer feel much associated, much recognized, and they became in turn loyal towards the Starbucks and started spreading positive word of mouth throughout their surroundings, right? Next is strong brand reputation. Now, as we came to know, as the Starbucks was focusing on the customer feedback, they were giving the quick response, as they were using the advanced data analytics tool, which was analyzing everything, the consumers' preferences, taste. So it given them more insightful information, right? More comprehensive information. So, when we talk about brand reputation, Starbucks' reputation as a customer service company has strengthened its brand image and competitive position in the global market, fostering trust and loyalty among customers. So, as we already discussed, that Starbucks is totally working on customer centric listening. So they have created a very good brand image. Like the Starbucks is famous that they are a customer centric company, as they used to listen to the they feel they make the customers feel heard and valued. They uh, actually responds to their suggestions, they implement the changes, and they came up with innovative offerings. So it was a big threat to other, we can say, the other industry members who were dealing with the same industry, right? The other coffee shops. So Starbucks was having a good competitive edge over the other coffee shops outlets, right? And it was not only in that particular area, but also in the global market. And they were fostering trust, as the customer was feeling valued, heard. So they were creating a very good trust and loyalty among customers. So in conclusion, we can say that These case studies illustrate how effective listening can drive your business success by aligning your customer expectation, fostering innovation, and building good relationships. Right. So by leveraging customer feedback, we can inform strategic decisions, continuous improvement, and we can also improve our products and offerings. So Starbucks here demonstrate the value of listening as a core component in its business strategy. So this completes the caselets of effective listening, right?